Hi everyone, welcome back to the show. I really hope you know who we are by now, but if you don't, we are several teams of elite astral travelers who fly around at night and shut down the Cabal's machinations and move Gaia towards her ascension. Now, we've been working very, very hard for a long time. So if you're watching this channel, Alabar Jones, it means that I've been quiet for about 6 months because YouTube thought I was naughty and they rado-fanned me. So what I did was I went and I started a YouTube channel called Alabar Jones 2. So if you want to know what's been going on for the last 6 months, I really recommend you check that one out. Subscribe because it's a good idea. I might end up going back to it because who knows what happens on this channel. Now, down to brass tacks. When is the ascension coming? And the answer is sooner than you think. Now, the short version of the history here goes a little bit like this. Now for the solstice in last month, what we did was we got 48 people together and we closed the rift, or the rip in space-time that allows evil into our world. You see, evil's not native, as it turns out. This video here is the one you got to watch. This explains everything. And there's two more after it. One, how we closed it, and this video is about the galactic meeting where there were 750 factions from 140 different species. Basically, everybody who had any stake in the fate of this planet was invited and informed of what? You better watch that video. So hopefully you'll watch those and you'll be up to date by now. But what this means is that Gaia has released the stone from around her neck, and it's time for her to get down to business. So what we're watching is the rehabilitation of this sphere, this crystalline sphere. It's sphere enough, except it's kind of like an icosahedron. It's probably got about 450 sides, but it's a sacred geometric shape we haven't seen before. And this is what's forming around the Earth at an altitude of about 85 to 100 kilometers above the surface of the planet, which is cool stuff. Like, it's watching Gaia grow. Now, what else is going on here is that she's opening very, very important portals. And we're watching her open these portals within her crystalline structure that connect her to higher frequency, I won't say locations, but situations might be a better word. Now, there are 7 big ones to open. And our team last night went on a flight and we repaired, upgraded, worked on and built and ignited, might be the word, switched on portals 3 and 4 of 7. And when these are completed, that means that Earth is going into a totally different stage. It's going to be in a totally different situation. Now, I don't know if you're watching me from this long ago, but this is my predictions video. In my predictions video, I said that there would be a huge event that occurs that starts at the end of August and runs for 7 or 8 weeks until mid-October. You could say that Gaia's ascension path began in December 21, 2012, but it seems like the crux point is coming at the end of August. I was unable to name the characteristics of this event because I've never seen anything like it before, and I couldn't get any answers as to what was going on. I did pick the Silicon Valley bank collapse and the expected domino effect it was going to have on all of the other banks, but instead they just decided to print more money and keep that going. Yay, timeline victory, no economic collapse. That would hurt so many people. So many people would be hurt by that. And not just the mega rich, but you know, money is the lubricant that allows people who don't agree about anything to get along and work and serve each other and be of service to one another. Without that lubricant, our society really starts to grind to a halt. And if none of us have any of that, then we all stop working together. I did describe the 7 different locations that different species or different, not species, but what's the word I'm looking for? Energetically coherent groups, or groups who have the same goals. The Earth will split into 7 different parts. We are watching the completion of 7 portals, and we expect that to be completed, I suspect, September 24 or that week. For those of you who've done your preparation and have prepared to go bush or go out to the mountains somewhere and live for 6 months off grid, so that as society collapses, you won't be anywhere near any of that mayhem. Now, what I suspect is that that mayhem may not actually occur. In major cities, I expect there will be a week or 2 of violence. I don't think the world will descend into what's happening currently in France. I think we may have avoided the worst of the collapse of this local system, the economic system, I think. Why is this happening in August? Now, since Gaia has been relieved from the stone around her neck, she has been going to Galactic Center and working with a bunch of incredible beings who decide the fates of planets, how her ascension is going to go. And they're rewriting the energetic conditions, the rules of existence for our local planet. And one of the things that it's hard to describe, but imagine that we're going from a swamp climate where it's full of crocodiles everywhere, to a much more temperate tropical climate where everything grows easier and there's not so much disease or illness. The energetics of planet Earth will be doing that, which is difficult to translate, I agree. But one thing that will happen is that Gaia will exist without evil, without lies, without corruption, without deceit or cruelty, or all of the satanic nonsense that's going on. And I don't want to spend any time on that. But what it means is that the people who live here on Earth will actually get to evolve into what humans actually can evolve into without any interference. And what's being set up in Galactic Center is those new rules, those new energetic conditions for this planet. And we expect them to be installed the installation will begin at the end of August. Now, this is quite a detailed process, and I am giving you a rough brush over it. However, I think I'm telling you everything that's important. There's a lot of detail that is really technical and probably not necessary to share. However, what I do want you guys to start thinking about is what human society looks like next. If we live in a world without evil or deception and everybody's working for everybody's best interests, what would that look like? How will this world be? Please add it to the comments, because without being funny about it, I'm fishing for ideas for what our next level of society will be. I've got my ideas, but the more brainstorming we do, the better it is for everybody. My ideas, of course, my ideas are wonderful, but they can be improved on. And if you've thought this through, please share it with us in the comments. It would be really, really helpful. Yeah, like and subscribe, all of that. I am starting another course at the end of July. So by all means, click through the website, add your email, and then you'll be informed of the details of this course. And the whole point of the course is to train you to a level where you can help us with this kind of work. And I think that that will be a really important part of the next level of our society, the next evolution of our society. Anyway, may the force be with you. Love to you all. Bye for now. Have a great weekend.